We also want to add in a couple inhibitives to our layout just to give us quick access if we need to kill something really quick. So first of all, I want to make a master inhib that is going to include all of my fixtures. So all of my spots, all of my beams and my washes. This way, if we get to the end of a song and we've got a big lookup and I need to do a fade, I want to do a fade to black before I bring up the blue outlook, it's really easy for me to just bring that down, have it fade to black. Because its default priority is 4, it's still going to be overruled by my blue outlook when I play that back. But it gives me a way also, if I want to start a song in black, I can release back to that and then fade up into that look from whatever using my master inhib. Other inhibs that I want to make, and I'm going to cheat a little bit and put these on the second page, I want a blinder and a strobe light inhib. And I put these on a second page because I don't access them all the time. I usually set them and forget them. But for example, if we were to run our blinders wide open, they are obviously way too bright. Same with our strobe lights. They are just blowing the place out, especially if you're doing anything that will be recorded. You want to be particularly careful of this. So what I'll do on the second page is on the same fader sets where my strobes and my blinders are. So in this case, on page 3, faders 5 and 6. On the next page, I'm going to put the inhibs directly underneath. So I don't have to move my fingers from where they are on the bump buttons to adjust those inhibs. So I'll bring those down. Let me start both of them at 30, and we'll take a look and see how it looks. That's still a little hot on the blinders. That looks good on the strobe lights. So I'm going to bring the blinders down a little bit. And the nice thing is this affects all of my playbacks in my blinder and my strobe light effects as well. So now I know that for example, my random strobe will fall right into place, and my blinder effects are going to fall right into place because they're being properly inhibited. One other fader I always want to make sure that I have is a fader for my haze. My haze, I run a 2-step effect on my haze. I create typically a beam palette, depending on the type of hazer it is, but one setting for haze on and one setting for haze off, and I'll just run an effect that alternates that every 20 seconds or so. So typically at the head of my show, I will just run this submaster containing that effect, and I'll just let it run all day long. And if I need less or more haze, I can adjust that in the timing of the effect. You can also, if you prefer, just put that haze on a handle, so you can adjust that directly by increasing and decreasing. Running your haze on an effect just helps you keep an even haze base.